Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be going over the most frequently asked questions I get as a music teacher. Let's jump in. One of the first questions that I get as a music teacher, how old was I when I first started playing? And I understood the way that I interpret that question is, especially if a beginner is asking me, they're asking me how much time did I lose as a student compared to you? Does my current timeline as a student work against me? To answer the question, I started playing when I was 5. My first instrument that I got was a drum kit when I was 5. I mean, was I playing like Rush tunes? No, absolutely not. I joined middle school band. I got my first guitar. And then I started playing guitar and drums, around middle school, and then it just kind of popped off from there. In terms of like the underlying question, you can start an instrument at any time. It doesn't make a difference if you're 8 or 80. There's no time limit or anything like that, or time missed. It's all about the hard work and the perseverance that you put in. The next question that I have for you, and this question is tough to answer because I try to be really, really modest about my playing, because at one point in my career I had a huge ego and I learned that that was the biggest detriment that I had, is how do you make it look so easy? Like I said, I hate answering that question, but the answer to it is I worked my rear end off from like start up until now, and like I still do. I always strive to be, the best musician that I possibly can. And the answer is just hard work and just grinding, just going crazy. One thing that motivates me a lot is seeing players that are 10, 20 times better than, I'll be on my phone scrolling like crazy through Instagram and whatnot and seeing these players that are just playing these crazy things, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to be able to do that, and I feel like I never will be able to. But the truth is, if I put the hard work into it enough, I'm going to be able to do it, and no one's going to be able to stop me from doing that. So that's kind of my mentality with that question. Yeah, cool. So the next question is, when will I be able to play X and YZ song? That's a really, really good question. I think that's a good question to be asking yourself, right? The answer that I have for that question is whenever you're ready. Like when you're ready to learn that song and you're ready to put in the work to do that, that's when you're gonna learn it, right? So if you have, a million things in front of you or something that's distracting you, like video games or social media, you're not gonna learn it as quick as you want. I mean, if someone said, for $1 million, do X, Y, and Z thing, I'm sure you're going to do X, Y, and Z thing pretty quick, right? So it's all about how bad you want it. Just like anything else in the world, when will I be able to play this song? The answer is as soon as you want. Just like anything else, you put in the hard work, you grind for it, you're going to be able to do it. Sorry if I sound so intense and angry, but I really love these questions. And if you like this stuff, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I love, talking about this, engaging with you guys. So let's continue. This question right here is the question, hands down, that I get the most. It's how much should I be practicing? You should be practicing every day. If you're not practicing, then you're wasting your time. That's my opinion. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, man, practice. Is music theory really important? I went to Berklee College of Music, arguably one of the best schools of music in the world. I think so. All I studied day in and day out from 9 to 5, 9 to 6, sometimes 9 to 8, was music theory. The majority of it was theory-based. Everything has a formula. That doesn't mean to say that every single musician out there should be studying ear training. When I graduated from Berklee, the commencement speaker was Jimmy Page, right? And everyone's freaking, oh my god, Jimmy Page, one of the top 10 best rock and roll guitarists of all time. He got up to the mic and he started talking, and at one point he said he never learned how to read music. And I think at some point he said, I don't even think I fully understand tabs. You don't need to learn music theory in order to be a successful musician. What music theory will do for you is that it'll provide a much easier and streamlined way of communication between you and another musician. I think that's the biggest benefit of theory. Initially, in the very beginning, it is like boot camp, almost, in my opinion. Once you hit a certain point in music theory education, your communication as a musician is going to be so much easier, and you're gonna understand everything that you're doing not only in a very, very fundamental level, but in an advanced level too, if you want to take it there. So in my opinion, theory is very important, but you don't need it. Next question. Do I need to learn scales? In one way or another, if you're learning songs, like if you're actively learning how to play songs, you're gonna learn how to play scales one way or the other. Ode to Joy, right? That's half a scale right there. You're playing it up and then you're playing it back down, but you just didn't know the name for it. Scales serve as really, really great exercises for finger dexterity, but they also give you a really good sense of harmony as well. You don't really need to learn every single scale there is in the book, but one way or another, you're gonna learn at least what a major and a minor scale is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Make sure to drop a like if you can, drop a comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, or if you have any requests that you're curious about anything, put it in the comments, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.